sixth show, and we're glad to have some new people and some returning guests. And Elliot's going to start us off with a song of his tonight. And I'm your host, your co-host Celeste Aldridge, and Elliot is the host.
I'm Elliot King. Tonight's we're going to be discussing song structure, and this particular song, which I wrote yesterday morning and finished it up this morning, so I may be making mistakes as I play it, is a B-A-B-C song structure, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as the night goes on, but we'll try it. Okay. What are you doing tonight on a night like this? With the moon so bright it lights up the sky, just like the 4th of July. What are you doing tonight on a night like this? It's a summer night and it feels so nice. There's no end in sight. You can go out with your girls on a ladies only night. A bottle of red and a bottle of white. Pretend you're the bachelorette. Forget all etiquette. It's Friday night, don't have to be polite. Is that what you're doing tonight? What are you doing tonight on a night like this? With the moon so bright it lights up the sky, just like the 4th of July. What are you doing tonight on a night like this? It's a summer night and it feels so right. There's no end in sight. I can go out with my boys, we'll make lots of noise. Cigars and whiskey, polka sounds good to me. Tell some BS stories, relive old past glories. It's Friday night, we will reunite. That's what I'm doing tonight. We can just stay home, disconnect the phone, kick off our shoes and dance around the room. Dine by candlelight, let's have a pillow fight. It's alright. Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. On a night like this, with the moon so bright it lights up the sky, just like the 4th of July. What are you doing tonight? Yeah, I feel like dancing. It's a summer night, we live in light. It's so nice, feels like paradise. The time is right. That's what we're doing tonight. So that was I'm going to talk a little about song structure, and that particular song, as I said, was a B-A-B-C-A, B. And I'm going to turn it over to the group, and we'll talk a little about this song in particular, and we'll talk a little bit more about song structure in a moment.
I really liked how you did the little lead thing. Yeah. Like I like how it wasn't just all chords, like you threw like little filler stuff into it. Well, not filler, but like.
You know, it's funny because I woke up yesterday, and I had that. What are we doing tonight? And it sounded like this. What are we doing tonight? It sounds like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What are we doing tonight? And that's where the whole song originated from.
This is really good.
And then I figured, okay, what are we doing tonight? There's a guy thing, there's a girl thing, and then there's an us thing.
Yeah, I like the lyrics too. The lyrics are really good.
I like that too, that lead thing with the vocal, you know, going along with it. I like that, and I did get the two genders, you know, I got the pillow fight, I got the cigars and the whiskey. No, it was fun. It was really uplifting. I really enjoyed it, and it was a good pace. And I wish I could write a song as quick as you did.
Would you like to say something? Chuck,
Yeah, I like the groove. It sounds really good. Are you tuning standard tuning on the guitar?
Yeah, just A
Yeah.
and D. It was basically an A, D, B, G, D, B minor.
Okay, yeah. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I like it.
I love the way after the 4th of July, you went right into what are you doing tonight without any pause.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like the 4th of July. What are you doing tonight?
Right into it.
Well,
I love that part.
yeah, it was while I was writing this, I had that da and da and da, and I just came up just like the 4th of July. It fits perfectly with the same groove, same notes and rhythm and everything.
Yeah.
But did you notice the middle A part with we can stay at home and disconnect the phone? It took away from the groove. It kind of just changed it up, but and brought a whole new idea into the song. That's one of the things we want to talk about is the A, B, A song structure. But we'll talk about that after we have a couple more songwriters. Who's up next? Bailey. Uh-oh.
I'm Billy because the song is called Lives. Every time I try, life seems to pass me by. The answer is so close and yet so far. Looking in my eyes, some people laugh, some people cry. We're still trying to find out who we are. There's a mystery and no one can see the answer. Simply isn't clear. But we believe we get what we deserve, and that's why we live our lives in fear. Sometimes you'll be surprised by what you can find, what's in your mind and in your soul. Remember, you'll find that when you're in a strife, there's more to life than high school. Life's a mystery and no one can see the answer. Simply isn't clear. But we believe we get what we deserve, and that's why we live our lives in fear. And no one here can even conceive how many lives have been lost. But we all find a way to get by, no matter what the cost. Every time I try, life seems to pass me by. The answer is so close and yet so far. Looking in my eyes, some people laugh, some people cry. We're still trying to find out who we are. Life's a mystery and no one can see the answer. Simply isn't clear. But we believe we get what we deserve, and that's why we live our lives in fear. And no one here can even conceive how many lives have been lost. But we all find a way to get by, no matter what the cost. Life's a mystery and no one can see the answer. Simply isn't clear. But we believe we get what we deserve, and that's why we live our lives in fear.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing guitar for about 2 years now, I think.
That's really good. Like lyric-wise, you seem like really knowledgeable for someone your age. Like,
Thank you so much.
It's really nice. Oh, sorry.
I could tell you're a songwriter that's got a lot to say, because you're. I know my songs too. They're like packed with lyrics, because I'm a very verbal person. I bet you're a good writer. I mean, I bet you seem to be like someone who likes. Do you like to read and stuff? Or
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can tell you're a real verbal person, and you've got a quirkiness about you that I really, really like. So I dig it.
Awesome tune. I could hear a whole band playing that. It was arranged actually for a band. I didn't quite get all the lyrics because of the sound system here, but but I like the rhythm of the words. You can see that the rhythm of the words fit nicely with the rhythm of the guitar. And I like the breakdown. Yeah, I heard that. So that was really cool, and a very awesome song. And keep writing. And for 13, that was awesome. It was good.
Thanks so much.
Great inspiration, yes. Continue the good work. It sounds great, really.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
you could go on first, or you could go on last, and you're going to make the set just fine.
And I have to agree with what Celeste says. Your lyrics are a little above your ears and shows a lot of wisdom. I think you're going to be great. You're doing well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great job.
I'm Rob, and this is a sappy love song I wrote called Our Last Goodbye. There's nothing more I need than to see you when I wake. To open the blinds and watch the sun rise upon your face. I despise the air flows within you while you breathe. Your clothing, your hair, your levels close to you and I can't be. Oh, sweet child of April showers, the undying flowers that you bring, they light my way through darkest hours. Carry me with angels' wings. You lift the weight and help all to grow that lies beneath. And I realize all I'll miss before you've even gone away. I know this is true. The strength, the hope I feel with you. And I know you feel it too. All my questions have been answered within the kindness of your eyes. It's why I treat every parting like it's our last goodbye.
I think your writing is, it's very atmospheric, you know, and I can relate to the way you write music. I mean, I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but when I write a song, I just want to like be covered by my song. Like I just, you know, just be buried in my song, and I don't really, not that I don't care what other people think, but it's just like, it soothes me, and I can feel that, like when a lot of, you know, of what I've heard so far of your music, it's like very atmospheric, and it's kind of like an emotion that you continue. And I really like, now that the lyrics, you know, that we have the lyrics, it's cool because I love, and I don't know if this was intentional, but you know, the Oh Sweet Child of April Showers, so it's like, you know, obviously spring, and in verse 2 where you say you lift the weight and help all to grow that lies beneath. I'm a big gardener, and it reminds me of how, you know, like when it's all wet outside and like there's like heavy things, like a big plastic bag with like whatever mulch in it, and you pick it up and there's all this stuff underneath it that's been like kind of getting smothered, and you pick it up, and you know, so that's, I mean, the imagery I thought was really cool. But I know Elliot's going to have some A, B's, and C's and D's to say, so I'll pass it on to him. But, you know, I would like to write a more structured song. I mean, I'm going to try to write like you write someday soon.
What is song structure?
Well, song structure, it depends on what you're writing it for. You know, if you're writing it for the pop rock radio listener friendly kind of market, then that's one methodology of songwriting.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're writing album tracks. You know, you want to be the artist, singer, songwriter, as opposed to writing for other artists, because you know, I couldn't picture another artist besides you doing that song. You couldn't like sell that song to a publisher and then off it goes to the world. But if you are the artist, yes, that's a definite, you know, valid song, you know, that you wrote. I mean, personally, my feelings on that song was it was hypnotic, it was floaty. I mean, I went with you on that journey. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a little bit long. It started losing my personal attention because there wasn't enough changes for my ear. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I think it's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
All day I despise the air that flows within you while you breathe. Wow. That's pretty deep. Maybe an up tempo. Maybe if you pick the tempo up a little bit, maybe collaborating with what he was saying about just picking up the tempo, maybe you could try it that way and see if, you know, it's
Just play it faster.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes tempo change could do it, or maybe you can maybe approach the bridge or one of the choruses. I don't know, but the musically it sounds good, and it is you. It is totally you. But you know, definitely keep it up. Be encouraged by what we say and what they've said. I think. Yeah. But that line really struck me right there. I've never seen anybody or heard anybody kind of write that.
Thank you.
So good job.
I can get a copy of yours. I was reading this, it was the wrong words. I think.
Oh, that's a different song. I wasn't sure. One song or two
Hey,
songs.
he's not singing that. Bill, want to talk? Come on. Say something.
I did.
So say it.
You were tapping.
Tell us.
I felt you tapping.
Grab
so
the
you must
microphone.
have been.
Come on. You can tell it. You have words. I've heard them before.
How did it make you feel, Bailey? The song.
I don't know. I like how it varied more, like the verses weren't the same, and it wasn't all just the same thing over and over. And the fact that it was slow would have made it really boring if it didn't vary.
Yeah.
But because it did, it was quite interesting to hear.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's that? Okay. You want to say something?
I do. He had pointed out the line, all day I despise the air that flows within you while you breathe. And the minute he said it, I was like, yes. Because when that line came out, for a brief moment, maybe it's because I live with like dark artists in my house, I had a feeling the song was going to turn. I was waiting, and then when you came out with your clothing, your hair, whatever's close to you when I can't be, it like all tied together and made sense for me. And it really kind of woke me up already. Like I was already kind of drifting off into this sweetness, and I was like, wait, where's he going with this? I just really like the way that was written.
Thank you.
Okay.
My name is Dave, and this is a song I wrote a whole bunch of years ago. ago. I was just playing around with my guitar, and the whole structure thing came out, and I went to put lyrics to it, and the lyrics fell right into place, as easy as you could be. It's the first thing I ever wrote, and I thought it was all going to be that easy. Yeah, I was wrong. It's called I Never Knew. Oh, and there is a solo that goes with it, but with only one guitar, the song falls apart if I don't play it. So I'm not gonna play this. I never knew that a simple smile could touch me quite so deep. Just to look into your soft blue eyes can make my own eyes weep. I never knew that to touch your hand could make me feel complete. Now I see that these gifts from you are really all that I need. And I never knew that I could love you so. It just feels so good. I never knew that you could love me too. And I never thought that you would. I never knew that my heart could feel the way it feels for you. The love we share, the magic we make, just feels so right and so true. And I want to let you know I want to show you that I care. And everything in this world seems right whenever you are here. All I got. Thank you.
Sounds good for a first write-up.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the
Appreciate
good work. I like the chord changes. I could see where a solo would fit pretty nice over those
Yeah,
chord
it
changes.
fits in there really nice. It's just, if you go to do it with only one guitar, the song completely falls apart. It gets this emptiness behind it. You need the second guitar behind the solo, so I don't play it. I recorded it. I have had a program on my computer, and when I recorded it, it just sounded really nice with the two guitars going. And you know,
Great.
obviously-
Bring another guitarist with you next time.
There you go.
Someone else could maybe play with you.
I'd like that actually.
All right, great.
I'd like that a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good song, good solid song. My only recommendation would be just making the intro a little bit shorter, getting to the verses a little bit quicker for us
Right.
listeners.
Yeah.
You know, that intro was like, what, 4 times around?
It was
something
4
like that?
times around. It was 2 with the picking and then 2 with the strumming. I
Yeah.
probably, I
Yeah,
can
go
see
a
where I
little
could
short.
lose.
But other than that, and maybe make the chorus a little bit more. I'll go back to the chorus more often, so we can, latch onto that chorus a
Right.
little bit more.
Right.
But it was a good song.
Thank you.
I on the other hand like the intro. I like the picking.
Not like it. I found
the picking. Well, yeah.
No,
I really like the picking thing that you did.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Some of the lyrics are great too.
Again, it was just out of sitting on the couch messing around with the guitar, and I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can make something out of it. Yeah.
Although I do write my own music and I write my music on piano, I'm not good enough to accompany myself, and unfortunately, so, and I can see where you know, also your intro allowed for you to do more, and I might be wrong, but it seemed to me that in your intro, because you weren't singing, you were able to do more intricate stuff, and then when you know, as the song moves along, you just have to do the rhythm.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not that accomplished of a player.
Right,
but,
like,
yeah.
whereas Elliot, he's doing everything.
Yeah.
But I envy, you know, I wish I could get as good as you know, so I could accompany myself, but I'm not there yet.
On the wall to see how you've grown tall. It's all painted over, don't matter at all. Till the memory comes back and you cry, and the grandfather clock wonders why. Many stories he's told of the old dusty road, of the carpet worn thin from the pacing, and we still watch his hands and fit what we can of the dreams we are constantly chasing. As the chimes ring in what has been and what will be again. Time flies and our hearts pay the price. Been in it too long and afraid of the fall. The love love's cost gets respect from us all. Empty pockets and yet still we cry. Old lady letters of love seem to sigh. Many stories she's told with the dried up red rose, petals saved when love was worth making. And we still want the chance of that sacred romance with the one who is patiently waiting. As the chimes ring in what has been and what will be again. Many stories he's told of the old dusty road, and she still wants the chance of that sacred romance. And the chimes ring in what has been and what will be
Thanks.
I'm going to comment on that song. I really like the backing track. It's a
Your tracks are excellent.
Now, you know what I really like about that the way the you know, the lyrics marry so well with the rhythm of the song. You know, it feels like time is passing. It feels like you really get the whole journey that you're painting with your lyrics, and I think it's fabulous. I think it's great. I'm a big fan.
Me too.
Thank you, Elliot.
I loved it. I really loved the chord progression and the verses. I really liked how, like, some of the verses had different time signatures than other verses.
That's me. I'm so
Yeah.
not.
I really liked that. It was
Thank
really
you.
great.
You know that it comes from somebody who doesn't play an instrument well. That you know you're free of all that bondage of meter. I mean, who needs that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, thanks.
Like, yeah, that's really good.
And what was the inspiration for it? It was a story that people you might have known, or
Actually,
it sounds
the inspiration
deep
of
with
this
it.
song was there was somebody that I before I met Elliot that I really was hoping they would be interested in accompanying me. And he plays a mixture of traditional music and also jazz. Anyway, so I just was I was thinking about that person and the kind of music they like to play, and I don't know. I just started writing it.
I like the vision of the dusty road.
Yeah, I love that.
That's cool.
I love that too.
Good job. Yeah,
Thanks.
sounds good.
Okay, tonight's topic we're talking about is song structure. And just so, as songwriters, there's no rules. I just want you to know that. You know, I'm not going to tell you to do it this way or that way. And for every rule out there, there's a rule to be broken. However, it depends on what you're writing for. If you're writing for listeners and for radio-friendly songs and things that are going to perhaps maybe one day either play with a band and be on the radio, or perhaps sell your songs to a music publisher and they sell it to an artist, you should be aware of certain kind of traditional songwriting structures. The first structure is AAA, and that is verse, 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 verse. Gordon Lightfoot does a lot of that kind of stuff. Bob Dylan does a lot of that stuff. It's verse after verse after verse. And, I've heard a lot of songwriters in this workshop do an AAA structure. And that tends to be okay if you're the singer-songwriter person doing that. It's very difficult to market a song that's just AAA. It's also, from a listener's point of view, you have to have a really good story in order for it to keep the attention of an AAA verse. Most listeners, get ear fatigue after a little while. They're just hearing the same verse over and over. So that's where the second most popular structure is AB, which is verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And now we're not talking about little intros, and we're talking about taglines. We're talking about the main body, the beat, the main meat of the song. That would be verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And that a lot of songwriters who are starting out and just beginning songwriters tend to gravitate to. They do a verse, they do a chorus, and that's the end of the song. Thank you, goodbye. Which is okay. And I also write a lot of songs just as A-B. To turn it around, you can also do B-A, which is you start with a chorus and you end with a chorus, which is the song that I just did earlier tonight. That was a B-A. But then there's also a C part. Now what the C part is where it takes the listener away from the A-B kind of boring thing and introduces a new thought, a new idea. It's often called the middle eight or the bridge or a takeaway. Now, it's important not to confuse the bridge with a breakdown. I noticed Bailey had a breakdown in a song. It was good because it took the listener away, but it wasn't a bridge. It was just you went over the chorus again and you did something different with the guitar. But a bridge usually introduces a new thought or some new magic to the song and then brings the person back. Now, if you look at traditional songwriters, Burt Bacharach, for instance, he did a lot of things where his song structure was starting with a chorus and then went through the song, then he had a little bridge in the middle. The Beatles did a lot of songs that start with a chorus. Can't find me love. That started with the chorus and then went into the verse. And then, but then they had the bridge. Life is very short and there's no time. That's a little bridge that took them away to the from the structure. So when you're writing songs, what I'd like you to do as homework is recognize your song structures, understand them, and then ask yourself, maybe I could throw a C part in here. Where would it be appropriate? How would that work? If you just have an A and a B, where maybe you can push yourself to do a C. And if you notice, most of the big, country songs, the big hit songs of today, all of them have C parts. Listen to Taylor Swift's and those kind of places. They all have a change up. A lot of them throw in a rap nowadays, as a C part. They all take away from that A, B, boredom and throw a C part in. Some songs have A, B, C, A, B, That's okay, as long as, that C part is so important these days in writing for other artists and writing for radio-friendly songs. Okay, that's the lesson for today.
I'm Bailey Kislak. This song is called Circumstance. It was a Friday night, I didn't know what to say. When everything changed, I guess things change anyway. And you can't stop for time. But that night, all was mine. And I don't know how I could go on without all this circumstance. And you could tell me I was wrong. You have to work for romance. You're not the same, I can see right through your disguise. You're sick and tired of all the lies you've been fed every line. And this is your last time, and I don't know how you could get on without so much as a glance of what your life could be under some circumstance. And of course, nothing's okay. It will never really be the same. But someday it will be fine. Just give it some time. And even if I know the feeling, I can't help but to keep past from repeating. Rely on yourself.
I know you're so young, but when I was in college, you gotta look up this band. Maybe you've already heard of them if you know, because you seem to really like this vibe of music. This band called the Buzzcocks. They're excellent. And they're like that really like tight, kind of like edgy, angry pop, you know. But and they were, you know, radio friendly. I don't know about that, but they were college radio, very, very friendly. Everybody, you know, loved them. But they, you know, they have that like, you know, intellectual lyrics, but like the kind of like raucous, you know, guitar. And I think you really like them, so you should check them out. And again, I liked your, you know, I could tell that your intellectual, you know, your mind is really working when you write your lyrics. I really like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, the lyrics are great. I really like the musical part of it. Like the progression was nice. I like the thing at the end after the second chorus. I don't know, was it kind of like a bridge? Because it was kind of like a bridge, but then it had like an instrumental outro.
I don't know what it is. I
Yeah,
wrote this like you put a solo there,
but I really like that part.
Thank you.
Yeah, a change up.
Yeah, you went to a key change. You totally changed key
I brought
to
it
B
from
flat.
B
Yeah.
flat to G minor.
Yeah, it was nice. That was a nice key change. It might be nice to go back to the chorus to end it. I don't know where you're going with
I
that.
was planning to do that when I wrote it, but this is a work in progress because I'm working on recording it and fitting in some more stuff. But
Yeah. Well, you know, the lyrics was great. The rhythm, the groove, you know, kind of a Clash, the Cars, kind of, you know, that kind of groove. And it had your own, you know, style in there. It's good. Maybe you'd slow it down just a tad so you can get more of the words in there. You seem like you were stumbling over the words a little because you had a lot of words and a little bit of space.
All that adrenaline.
Yeah, all that adrenaline. But that's you know. But yeah, the key change was really awesome. I really liked it. Maybe you can use that as the bridge and then go back into something else. But that was real cool.
Good energy on that song. I like the outro type thing and like a bridge or or some kind of different thing in the middle. Like you said, you're working on something and you can hear it yourself. It sounds like that. You're working on some kind of bridge in there or some kind of something different in there that's really good. But the energy is really good and you're onto something.
thank you.
Pretty much going to just repeat what I said for your first song. Is your lyrics are just way beyond your years. I mean, a 13-year-old should just not know that much. I mean, you just really shouldn't know that much, and it's a credit to you. It really is. You'll go far. Just keep writing, and you know, all the knowledge in your head just going to come out in your song. So, congratulations, great job.
Thank you so much.
you say. It won't change a thing. I'll remain unfazed from all the excuses you bring. So enjoy all your flings. Keep your needles away. I better care for the pills by which I've been replaced. 'Cause I'm not coming home. I'm not coming home. I'm not coming home. 'Cause I could never be anywhere where you are. So I'm not coming home. For all I know, it's dead and gone. But now there's a child on a backyard swing, and he won't take the gifts I've been offering. I cannot buy his love or respect for me, and all of his tearful words, they're still soaked through my sleeves. You know we're all alone. While all you do is roam. So why don't you come home? Things could be better. You say you're a man, so be strong and forgive her. But you're never around to see that she's better. We don't know where you are. My stomach churns when memories conjure, and my skin it burns from the
touch of her. And if I could, would I endure a life morose for something pure? Is this what it means to be a parent? To give up all your joy so they can have it? Well, I hope without me he will still be strong. So strong. So strong.
Thank you.
I think it was the last Songwriters show. I said to Elliot something like, you know, in his lyrics he wasn't afraid to go there, and it was like I think it was like a love song, and he really went there, like with his vulnerability. And for you, you know, you're not afraid or thinking about what other people might think. You go there, like it's very. It's real sad, you know, it's really sad, and I mean, I feel, you know, to me this song's about, well maybe not obviously, but, you know, I feel like the dysfunctional situation of like drugs, you know, right? There's some, you know, some really sad things going on here, and but the lines that really touched me the most was, is this what it takes to be a parent, to give up all your joy so they can have it? And, you know, it's such a sacrifice, you know, to be a parent in many ways. I mean, it can be a joyful sacrifice, but no matter what, it's a sacrifice. And anyway, I think you know, it takes a lot of courage to really like lay it out there. And it goes really well with the kind of music you're playing, you know, because it just like it takes you there, like, and, you know, you really, you know, after the song's done, it's like a movie, like a really good movie. After you see a movie, it's like it lingers with you, you know, because you've that vibe, you know. But I must say though, I would like to hear. I remember the first time you were here, you did some beautiful guitar work, and I feel like these songs are very emotive, but I'd also like to hear again. Because your guitar playing was beautiful, that picking you did, and I would like to hear that more of that, you know, too, just because I miss it.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, she mentioned your guitar playing. You have an unusual view of the guitar. As a guitar player, I really like it. You do a lot of open string things, and I find myself saying, what the hell is that chord?
It's not standard tuning.
Oh, it's not standard tuning. Okay, now I get it. Okay, because I lost it. But that was interesting music. It was really interesting music, and it was kind of music to kill yourself by. You know, I just wanted to put my head in an oven, and you know,
Easy bake?
easy bake. Yeah, you know.
Well, I take that as a compliment.
Yes, you really got me on the emotion there. I want to kill myself. So no, it was very emotional, and you know, you expressed it and you went there, as she said, and that's good. As an artist, you know, you have to be not afraid to go all the way there and put your feelings on paper, and that's where you express yourself. Very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
I'll take it for a second.
We're almost done.
When Celeste said it was like a movie, that's kind of how it played out for me in my head. And having kind of seen this movie played out in real life by other people that I have known, and children coming along, and relationships disintegrating, and families like begging the father of the child to come back, it just played out like a complete movie to me. And one line that left an but I really liked the voice change when you went from talking about not coming home, and then it was obviously